I'm going to show you how to add and edit costumes in Danceworks. You can do this right from the Performances tab through the Manage Costumes screen. So to add and edit costumes, select the Performances tab on the main menu, and then select Manage Costumes. Click the Add Edit Costume link, and you'll see a list of vendors. Now you'll add costumes by a specific vendor, so to select a vendor to add or edit costumes to, click the Select button next to the vendor name. And you'll see a list of costumes you've already entered into Danceworks. To enter a new costume, scroll to the bottom of the page, and you'll see a field called Add Costume to Curtain Call Costumes, or to whatever your vendor name is. Now if this is the wrong vendor, you can scroll back up and click Select next to the vendor that you actually want to add the costume to. But if it's the correct vendor, as it is here, you'll just add in your costume. So click in the field for costume name and enter your costume name and the catalog number, and the page number, and then a color. If you have costumes that are that come in different colors, you'll add a separate costume for that. Check this box if you want a student to be able to order more than one costume or accessory. And then use the drop-down menu to select the size table for the costume. It's either going to be accessory, the number size chart, the letter size chart, or the boys size chart. And use the next drop-down menu to assign the costume to girls and boys, girls only, or boys only. And then select quantity. The default is 1. Then when you scroll down to the next field, you'll see a maximum size cost and price. If the costume has different costs and prices for different sizes of costumes, or for different size sets of costumes, you'll use the drop-down menu to select your maximum size, and then the cost of that costume, and then the price of that costume that you're going to charge. And say you'll set your next maximum size if you have one, and continue all the way down until you have until you've set all of the maximum sizes and different costs. Once you've finished that, click the Save button, and you'll see that this costume appears up in the costume list. Now if you want to edit a costume, click the Edit button next to the costume that you want to edit, and then scroll down to the bottom of the page again, and this field has become Edit Selected Costume. It looks exactly the same as the Add Costume page. The only difference is that it has the costume information already in there. So if you need to change the catalog number, or the color, or the maximum sizes on the size chart, you can make those changes here. If you've made the changes and you want to save them, click Save. If you don't want to keep the changes, then click Cancel, and that will return you to the last version that you had saved. If you want to delete a costume from the costume list, you can click the Delete button on the costume list. I'm going to delete this blank costume here. And it will confirm that you want to delete the costume. And if you do want to delete it, click OK. If you don't want to delete it, click Cancel. And that costume will be deleted. So that covers how to add and edit costumes in Danceworks. Let us know if you have any questions or problems adding or entering those costumes.